Hello Creo users, welcome to my new video on Creo layers. Let's have a quick look on the preview first to give you insights on the topic of this video. First you will see how layer can help in hiding components easily in your complex assembly design. That can be much more beneficial in the real time than other options when you need to focus on few components in a specific view. This will help you to create views for better visualization and focus details. Next you will see in a simple drawing how can you take advantage of layers for hiding or showing different features entities like marking, outlines, phantom representations, etc. These cosmetic features are mostly intended for the use in a single view and may not be suitable for the all drawing views. So by use of layers you can toggle the visibility of these cosmetic features as per your specific view requirement. Now let's discover what options we already have and in my opinion when they are suitable to use. Methods other than layer. In the most cases we don't actually need to hide the components in the drawing, but when we have to, we can make use of very simple drawing command at some extent. This command is component display, available in the layout tab in the edit group as shown. Second method we can use for showing particular component in a view is model wrap. You create the model wrap of components of your choice in the model, and later in the drawing you update the specific view by invoking the created wrap in the view state of view definition. Next option is layer, in which you create the layer of different objects depending on the use. You can access the layer tree in the model as well as in the drawing as shown. Now let's dive into the example model to see when the layer can be better option and how we can make use of it. In this engine assembly drawing, consider this instance as shown in this view, where you have to pull the details of all moving parts in a view, also assuming that you need to show the engine cylinder sleeve along the piston in the phantom display state. Let's see the challenges associated with the first option when we use the component display command for achieving the desired result. This command is very helpful when we have few selective components to hide. But in this large assembly, it could be very difficult to pick the desired component, especially the small parts in a drawing view, and it could take a lot of time. Also, in case you want to review the components for some reason, you cannot switch easily the display of hidden parts to non-hidden. You have to pick the hidden components one by one in the same fashion. Now let's try the model wrap option and see what are the downsides associated with it. I have already created a model wrap of required components. Only I need to call the model wrap in the given view. It is efficient and easy to manipulate the display of component anytime by including or excluding them in the model wrap. The major drawback of this method is when we have to put the components balloons. This will not allow us to use the item numbers or quantity from the master BOM table. Model wrap works like a subset of assembly that records the BOM information separately. So if you have to place the balloons in the model wrap view, you have to ensure you create the new BOM table defined using the same wrap. The most probably you don't want to struggle with unnecessary BOM table and try to make it consistent with master BOM table. This way the model wrap is not the right option for us for such cases. As you can see, the balloons from master BOM table differs from that of model wrap table. Now let me remove this wrap table and set the current state to the master wrap. Finally, it is time to try the layer method, which is more efficient and robust than above techniques. For this you have to hide the unnecessary parts or sub-assemblies in the main assembly. We can also use the existing model wrap to refer the parts required for the drawing view. Now in this I will start with the fresh layer setup. Interestingly, if you pick the parts either one by one or by box selection, you will be prompted to this window, which will require mouse clicking as many as the number of parts. To avoid this situation, I will recommend the use of rules to pick the required parts. You have to ensure includes a model is checked on. Pick the parts from the drop-down in the look for list. And we know we'd like to set a rule to pick the parts which are hidden, right? To do so, let's go to the status tab, choose the display rule option in the criteria, pick the visibility option and its subsequent value to blank or hidden. Now let's preview the results. We will see all the hidden parts in the result window. Press OK or middle click to apply the rule. Another interesting point here, make sure associative option is checked on. If it is not on, it will not apply to the existing display state. When you make it associative, it will populate the previewed parts in the layer contents. After adding the parts in the layer, you don't want to affect the layer due to change in the display state of hidden components. Then you should turn off the associative option. It will not apply the rule to the current display state. You can either keep it as is or even get rid of the rule by making it rule independent. I will go with this option as my purpose of picking components is done. Notice that layer icon is changed due to this and so the part status columns. We can also utilize this in creating layer state to show different display states like a model wrap. Along with that, layer state can be used as an alternate to a model wrap for the 3D annotation views or the model based definitions. Anyways, now let's use this assembly layer in the drawing to simplify the view as required. Since the component visibility is a view specific, I will pick the view and hide the created layer. It will hide the components as we wanted, but this applies to the current view selection and no other views are affected due to this. Vice versa, by unhiding this layer, we can unhide the components at any time for any cross verification. Note that after hiding the layer, do not forget to save the layer status. Now we can place the balloons from the master BOM table since this view is based on the master wrap. Okay, next you will see the use of drawing layers that can help in showing or hiding cosmetic features without modifying the part or assembly. In these detailed views, I would show the marking in one view and hide in another by using drawing layer. For example, if you want to show the logo or marking in a particular view only, or you want to hide them in a specific views, then you should use the drawing layer. To do this, add a layer with a suitable name. By applying required object filter, add the marking entities. Now to hide in a particular view, pick the respective view and hide the layer. If you want to show in a particular view only, hide the created layer at drawing level and unhide it in that particular view. Hope this has given you broader perspective of using layer in your complex design. Please like, share with your colleagues and do not forget to add comment. Thank you.